kitchen. I'm Robin Asbell, your plant-based chef and your guide to everything delicious in the world of plants. So today I'm going to bring together two of your favorite things. Right now, everybody's crazy for what? Tacos. I love tacos. You love tacos. So tacos are so fantastically popular. And then what's the second thing you love? Sweet potatoes. Everybody's crazy for sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are huge. Part of why everybody is so into sweet potatoes is that they're so incredibly good for you, as well as delicious. So these sweet potatoes are not only a nutrition bonanza, but they're sweet and creamy and colorful and luscious. So the big thing with sweet potatoes that I've found is that a lot of the people who are avoiding carbs are using a sweet potato instead of a potato or some of the other more high carb things, because sweet potatoes are so high in fiber that it actually slows the absorption of the carbs, and there's some other nutrients that help to slow the absorption. So they are a carb-like, silky, luscious thing that you can eat. And if you're avoiding that kind of potatoes and things like that, it can take the place of them. The other thing is that they are loaded with carotenoids, which turn into vitamin A in the body, which builds immunity, right? The immune system is really important these days. And so we're all trying to eat a little bit more healthfully, and the sweet potato is a great option. It's also, let's see, a cup of sweet potatoes has 100% of the vitamin A. It's got half the vitamin C you need in a day. And it's got all kinds of other nutrients added in there. So it's just a great food to eat. It seems like a dessert. It seems really, decadent and wild, but it's a great healthy vegetable. So you might be saying, what are you going to do with this taco sweet potato idea? Well, you might think, oh, she's going to put some sweet potatoes in a taco shell. No, I'm going to put taco filling into a sweet potato. Wow. Yes, taco in a sweet potato. So I've got some orange sweet potatoes that I'm going to throw in there. And then these are these interesting, relatively new purple sweet potatoes called a Stokes Purple. They have purple skin, they're purple inside, and they are just wonderful. You're going to see once they're baked, I'm going to open them up and they're just super purple. So these guys have all the orange carotenoids. These have anthocyanin, which is a purple pigment that's also an antioxidant. It's one of the things that makes blueberries into a superfood. So I'm going to put these guys into a 400-degree oven, and I'll be back. Welcome back. Here are my sweet potatoes. They were in the oven, and I baked them till they were very tender, until you could stick a knife right in there. And I've let them cool a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut each one. Now this is going to be the final presentation case. So I'm going to pull back the edges. You can see I did let it cool, so it's not burning my hand. That's important. It's warm, but it's not just out of the oven. And this is the purple sweet potato. How beautiful is that? And each one of these, I'm going to mash this and slightly chop about half of the sweet potato. I'm going to take about half of it. See how I'm scooping it out? I'm taking my little paring knife, going around in there. I'm going to take a big spoon and scoop out this sweet potato flesh. You see how beautiful that is. And I will continue with the remaining. just in case you didn't get a look at that. And we'll make our taco filling to go into these as well. I just love stuffing things. There's nothing quite so appealing as a vegetable that's been stuffed. In this case, our sweet potato. I like to do squash and sweet potatoes, but in this case we are doing a taco filling. So I'll do the rest of the orange sweet potatoes in a second. But for now, I'm going to get started on this filling. So you just take that sweet potato that you took out of there and just give it a coarse chop. You don't want to mash it into a pulp. And then I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil into this hot pan. And then I'll put in some garlic, plenty of garlic. And I've cut up some scallions, and this is a little trick, is I saved the green ones for the salsa, and I'm going to use the white part as the onion in the sauté. And it just takes a second, really. Garlic and onions and scallions are quite easily burned, so you don't want to overdo it. So in goes a can of black beans, chili powder, cumin, and some salt. And then I'm going to use half of this right in these purple sweet potatoes. So I'll scoop out half to use for the orange sweet potatoes, just so that this comes out right. I'm just going to put this in here and stir it up. So this will be the taco filling for our 2 purple sweet potatoes. You can decide for yourself if you like the purple or if you'd rather do the orange. But that's all the warmer that needs to get. So I'll put my sweet potatoes on the cutting board. And I'm going to just scoop this yummy black bean filling into my sweet potatoes. You can kind of tear those messy skins away. It'll look a little nicer. Oh, everyone's just gonna die for these. And then I'm going to make a little salsa that we're going to serve with them as well. So I've got my warm filling here. And it's up to you if you want to use vegan cheese or dairy cheese. Either one will work. You want to get one that will melt a little bit. So you just put a little bit of shredded, some of the really good melting cheeses. I'm sure they're different everywhere, depending on where you shop. And then I've got a chopped yellow tomato, a couple chopped yellow tomatoes, a couple chopped jalapenos. I've got an assortment of red and green. The green part of the scallions, and some cilantro, of course, which I'm just going to tear a little bit. It's so delicate. You just want to get those leaves in there. And I'm going to stir it up. Put in a little salt. But you just don't need a ton of anything, really. These tomatoes are so good. A little salt. And we are almost to the finale of this insanely colorful dish. So here we go. I've got my purple sweet potatoes stuffed with black beans, covered with some melty cheese, and I've got this beautiful yellow tomato salsa on top. And I'm just so excited to give a bite to this. I can't wait to try it. I always make this with the orange sweet potatoes, and I made it with the purple, and it's just such a fun dish. And again, it's taco in sweet potato, so it's the best of both worlds. You've got your taco, you got your sweet potato. It's a winner. So delicious. You could always go a little bit spicier if you're a spice person, but this has tons and tons of flavor with the cumin and the chili powder. And see, I can't stop eating it. Purple sweet potato, taco in a sweet potato. It's an absolutely wonderful little dish for those of you who are trying to eat more sweet potato, maybe eat a little bit less carb. So welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for coming. I hope you'll make this. And remember, it's all about the flavor. See you next time.